Hello guys, how are you all doing? I'm okay. I just thought I should make a video, guys, to just explain to you how do you tell if the price, the trend is changing, or how do you tell if the price is about to change in terms of the trend, né? So remember what is important for you to be able to know the structure. You need to be able to identify the structure or what is happening with the current structure. So what I mean by that, you need to know if we are going uptrend, downtrend, or consolidation, right? So these are the things that are important in this lesson or in your trading in general. So the structure is very important. When you know the structure, at least you know now, should I be searching for buying opportunities or should I be searching for selling opportunities? Because if you're going up, you can't be searching for selling opportunities, guys. Why? But some people, they do that. I don't know why, but no, we can't be doing that. So if you know the structure, if it's going up or it's going down, again, the structure can either be it can either be up, down, or moving sideways, which is consolidation, right? Now the next step, so this is step number 1, you knowing the structure. And then step number 2 would be, how do you define an uptrend? How do you tell that you are in an uptrend? And how do you tell that you are in a downtrend? And also, how do you tell that the price is consolidating? Because you can just say we are in an uptrend, but how do you tell that the price is in an uptrend or downtrend or consolidation? So that's where you have to set up the sort of the rules that when you say, when I see the price showing 1, 2, 3, it means it's going up. When I see it doing this, it means it's going down. But when I see it doing this, it's going sideways. Yeah? So let's start with the uptrend, right? In an uptrend, characteristic number 1 would be the price is forming higher highs and higher lows, right? Meaning it's forming something like this. This is a higher low, higher low, higher high, higher high. I hope you know what that means. I made a video about this. It's the title of it is the market structure. You can search. So it basically means that when you form the second high, it was higher than the first one. When you form this second low, it was higher than the first low, basically. So that's what higher high and higher low means, right? And then let's move on. Another characteristic of us that shows us that we're going up would be the price is forming support and breaking resistance levels. What do I mean by that? In the very same move, let's say we're going down, then we turn. Now we're saying this from here, this is an uptrend, right? So when you're saying it is forming support, it means it moves up, it gives us support, and then as it is moving up like that, it formed resistance, came back, it removed the resistance, it went above it. Even when it's going up, it's going above the old resistance level. So if this was resistance, now the price it went above it, so it's breaking resistance and forming areas of support. So that's another characteristic. And then what's another thing that will show you that now the price is in an uptrend, guys? You need to have these rules. Another one could be we are forming a bullish trend line. And remember, a bullish trend line would go hand in hand with what? Us forming higher highs and higher lows. So if we're doing this, the day we break that, the day we go above that, that's when we can draw this as our trend line. And lastly, we are breaking we're breaking bearish trend line. We violate it. So how will you say that we are violating a bearish trend line? Breaking, you will write this down. Breaking bearish trend line. I don't have space, no? You just write them as I'm saying them. So what we mean by that is that when the price was going down, right, and then you see it breaking the thing, it will break the bearish trend line. You go above the bearish trend line, and also what? Form a bullish trend line, which is this, and also what? Form a higher high, which is this, and also what? Form a higher low, which is this, and also what? Break the resistance, break and break and break. So all of them, you can see they apply here. Right? So here's one thing that that is also worth mentioning. Everything is I have mentioned here. Mara, every time in my videos when I say we are breaking a bearish structure, the structure that I'll be referring to, get trend line or resistance. So when the price does this, if this was going down, right, and then it goes up, it breaks the bearish structure, the bearish move. The bearish move gave us a bearish trend line, which is this. Now we are going up and breaking that structure, which is a trend line, and also taking out the resistance. So that's when I say we are going up, because of what we violated the structures of the previous trend, which was a downtrend, and now we're going up. The structure can be a trend line or resistance. If we are talking about the move to the downside, it will be what the bullish structure will be support and a bullish trend line. Like one. So that is basically it. That's how you tell that the price is in an uptrend. So now, because I don't want to waste time, all this stuff that I wrote here, when you're going down, it will be what? A lower low, a lower high, and then we are forming what? Resistance, and then we are breaking what? Support. We are going down, forming resistance, support, broken, support, broken. We are breaking support, we are forming resistance. That's when we tell that you're going down. And then we are able to draw a bearish trend line. Like we're going down, we can put a bearish trend line. That's when you tell we are going down. And then what else? We break the thing. What is that I wrote here? We form a bearish trend line, we break a bullish one. If we're going up, forming a bullish trend line, now we go down, we broke that bullish trend line. That's when you tell the structure is going down. Ne? So that is basically it. The opposite of uptrend would be downtrend. So all these higher highs will be lower high, lower low. Now, how do you tell the price is in a consolidation state? This is the interesting one. So the consolidation is basically the time, or the time in between uptrend and downtrend. So we're just in between, we're not going up. So how do you tell if the price is going up? No new lows or highs are formed. No possibility of drawing trend line. No support or resistance broken. So we don't have any, we don't form any new structure. So when I say we're not forming any new low or a new high, because remember, consolidation, it's a movement sideways. Ne? So when I say we're not forming any moves, any new lows and new highs, it means we're moving like this, right? And then the price comes down. This is, let's say it turned here. This is the high, right? This is the low, right? Or this is our area of resistance. This is our area of support. Ne? So the price will be moving like this in between. So that's when you're saying it is going sideways. It is consolidating. We are not forming a new high. We are not going higher than this. So that's why I mean when I say we're not forming a new high. We're not forming a new high. And we're not going lower than this. We're not forming a new low. And we don't have a possibility of what? Of drawing a trend line. Because remember, if for us to draw a bullish trend line, we need to go above that point for us to put a trend line. For us to put what? A trend line here. We have to go above that. In this case, if we are not going above this, there's no way I can join this and say it's a trend line. If we don't go above that. So that's why I'm saying we don't have a possibility of drawing any trend line. If you don't go lower than this, I can't have a bearish trend line. Right? So that's when you know you are consolidating, because you're not making any strides or progress in either direction. And also we're not breaking this support, we're not breaking that resistance. No support or resistance is broken. That's when you know you are in a consolidation. So now let's just look at this into in more details. Ne? So you need to write these things down. When you know all this stuff, then you know, or as soon as you open your chart, you will know, or no, now it's going up, or now it's going sideways. Ne? So here's the thing. Now it comes, I can remember the topic here, King. How do I know if the trend is changing? Or how do I know if I'm now no longer in an uptrend, I'm no longer in a downtrend? I'll just give an example, a downtrend. If the price, then you just swap them around so to get the bullish move. So because I don't want this video to be too long, if the price is in a downtrend, we both agree, we all agree. on that one. How will I tell if this thing is no longer in a downtrend? It is now going into consolidation, because remember, for us to move from downtrend to uptrend, we first need to be in consolidation in most cases, or 99% of the times. Remember, for us to remain in downtrend, we must never go above this trend line, or we must never break a bearish structure. Remember, we mustn't go to downtrend. You'll see what I said. You are respecting, you're sort of respecting bearish structures, or bearish structures. I said it's a resistance and bearish trend line. So the resistance is here. You must never go above this resistance, and you must never go outside the trend line, which are the bearish structures. If we remain underneath here, we remain bearish, because we'll be going down, 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 down. Mara, the day the price decides to do this, the day the price decides to have a bar outside, then it means it violated the bearish structure. Then it is no longer bearish, because one bearish structure has been taken out. Mara, we're not going up. Why? Because for us to go up, remember, we need to break that structure and also take out another one. So we need to take out the trend line, and take out what? The resistance. Or we can take out two resistance if we don't have a trend line. So that we have a certainty, or no, at least now we can see that value is going up. So in this case, the day we take out the trend line, we are now moving in consolidation. And we will remain in consolidation for as long as the price does not break this, or it does not break this. It will be moving like this. But the day it does this, after going out, if it comes down and forms a new low, it means we're going back to downtrend. We have to adjust our trend line so that it passes on the new high, because we'll be having a new low. Or if it goes up and break that, we are no longer what? In consolidation. We are now in uptrend, because what? We broke we broke the structure that's a bearish. We are now in an uptrend. That's how we tell if the price is now in an uptrend or downtrend or consolidation. The day it breaks one structure, the day which in most cases it breaks the trend line first, the day the trend line is no longer holding, if the bearish trend line is broken, I can't be selling, good people. Why am I selling if the trend is no longer pointing down? I will sell until the trend line is broken. That's how you tell, or no, on this time frame, the structure is no longer going down. But remember, H1 can be in consolidation, but H4 is still strong sell. So it means what? On H1, you can't sell on H1 because H1 is not bearish. But I can sell on H4 because H4 is holding. When I'm selling on H4, I have to sell on the zone near H4. I hope this makes sense. If H4 is still going down, and then resistance at H4 is here, I can sell there. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, it's here. I can sell from that H4 area of resistance. Mara, if on H1, on H1, when I switch to H1, H1 shows me it shows me resistance here. Again, remember H4 is too big. This is gonna swallow it. You won't see it when you move to H4. Mara, on H4, on H1, if let's say H1 and resistance there. But because H1 is in consolidation, I can't sell this. Because H1, I can't sell the H1 resistance if H1 is not, the structure is not holding. But I can sell this H4 resistance because of what? H4 is still pointing to the downside. That's it, guys. That's it. The day one structure is broken, we move into consolidation. And we will remain like that up until we will, I gotta give example like this. The day we break the trend line, we are in consolidation. We will remain there in consolidation until the day we take out that resistance or we take out this support. If we don't break them, we're just playing in between. We are consolidating. The day we break one, we go back to being in a downtrend. And remember, I said when you're forming a new low, you need to update your trend line. It needs to pass here. So you could just identify another high, and then this is a new trend line. We continue selling because the trend line is holding. That's it. That is it. If you don't understand this, what is important again, good people? Remember, already step 1, step 2, what is important is you knowing what? The structure. Am I going up? Am I going down? Am I going consolidation? If you say you're going up, what makes you say you're going up? It's because we're doing these things And then it means the day these things are broken, are violated, we are no longer in an uptrend. The day these lower lows and what are violated, we are no longer in downtrend. The day we are making a new high or a new low, we are no longer in consolidation. Then it's easy for you to say, oh, if we are no longer in consolidation, we are now back in a trending market, which is a downtrend. I can continue selling on this time frame. Then you trade like that. I am done, good people. I'm done. I hope this makes sense. I'll see you in the next one. You just have to stick around. I will teach you, maybe you've been struggling with them. So when you come to me now, just make sure to get a simplifier. And these rules, good people, these rules, have them written somewhere so that how we let the market, you need to identify them, the high highs and what, so that you can say, therefore, on this time frame, we're going up, or therefore, on this time frame, we're going down, or therefore, we are going sideways. Then remember, if you conclude that you're in an uptrend on a certain time frame, let's say H4, if you conclude that H4 is going up, it means on H4 you're only allowed to buy. You can't sell. You can't sell. Mara, you can buy until the day the price goes all the way up, and it hits maybe a daily area of resistance. It means we have hit a higher time frame resistance or a higher time frame opposing structure, which is higher than what? The H4. So therefore, I can look for reversals on my time frame, the one which is bullish. So if it was going up H4, and then it hits the daily, this is my H4, and then it breaks the structure, I can sell, knowing very well that the daily is in my direction. That is it. When the H4 is pointing up, we're only buying. If it's pointing down, we're only selling on that time frame. If it's pointing sideways, we will continue to sell up until it hits a higher time frame. Then remember, when we hit a higher time frame, we are leaning towards what the higher time frame is saying. We can't be fighting if H4 goes up and then this is daily resistance. We can't say we are going to continue buying until it breaks that daily resistance. Yes, it can do that, but the daily is bigger than H4. When it gets there, I'm exiting, I'm taking all my trades. Then I'm waiting for possible reversal signs. Then I can sell, because I'll be leaning towards what the bigger time frame is saying. It is a resistance, bigger time frame, meaning it's gonna exert a force to the downside. But if it doesn't give me any signs of reversals and it gets broken, it means it does not exist anymore. I can continue looking for buying opportunities and continue in that trend. That is it, good people. I'm done. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.